Hey guys, today we're going to be playing with the Sirui E30B lights again, but mainly we're looking at the app. I had mentioned that I would probably do a video on the app. I've had a couple of people request that I do that, so as such, I will do that. Now there's not much to the app, but we'll go through it step by step and I'll show you everything that there is with it. Now the first thing you need to do though is on the back of your light, you need to take the set button and you need to press and hold it. That way it'll turn on the Bluetooth, it'll talk to your phone, and it will talk to the app. So that's the first step we need to do. Then we need to get the app open. Okay, we've got our app open now, and you can see this is how it comes up. I have my two lights listed underneath the light. We'll start at the top left and work our way down. Top left, we have our settings. Basically your language, your about, your privacy, user agreements, your app version number, and you can check for latest updates within the bottom one. I can then come along here. We have light, then group. I'll come back to group at the end because there's a touch more to it. So we'll just come back under light for a minute. I have my two lights listed underneath. Bottom of the page, I have the page return. And if I hit the right side, I have instructions for the app and instructions for a different light. But the instructions for the app is handy. Hit the bottom left, brings you back to this page. On, off on the right hand side, off, on, and you can see I can control each light independently. Really handy. I simply need to click which light I want to play with, and it brings up this. It's identical for both. I have my brightness slider, or I can do percentages. So let's come back down, make it a little less bright. Now, the bottom underneath that, CCT, your color variations, and you can see how the number changes. Now, I also have presets. Really handy for just doing that. But if you want to dial it in, you've got the slider capabilities. And as I say, it's the same for both lights. Underneath that, you see the CCT is kind of an orange color because that's what we're on. Top right, I can turn it off and on. Bottom right, I've got my special effects. And there's 12 of them. I'll put it up right here. Boom. So you can have a look at it, pause the video, and you can see. But we'll go through a couple of them now. Be careful, there may be some flashing lights coming up. So I'm going to turn on the lightning effect and turn the light on, and you can see we're flashing away here. And there is all my different presets that I have built in. Now underneath all the presets, I have rate A, B, and C. That is the speed. So you have 3 settings for your speed. It's not a slider as such, because it's like hard locked in the 3 positions. It would be handy if it was a slider and I could do percentages. Underneath that though is brightness. So let me bring that faster and I can go to 100%. Come on, there you go. And then I can bring anywhere down in that I want. So I can set this one up on that, and then on the other one, I could set it up to a different one. Come back in, you just simply need to come back into the FX, and I've turned the light off, come back into CCT, boom. We now don't have that issue. So that's basically it on how you control one light or 2 lights or 3 or 4 independently. You just simply click on the light. That was the top one. Here's the bottom one. I can do the exact same because it's the exact same menu. One thing that is different and I find amazing, and I love companies that allow you to group lights together and create groups. So let's have a look at the groups. I have a master on off at the top, you can see, because I've already grouped these. So if I hit all devices, everything in that group is controlled by it. So if I want to change my color temp, boom, they are both now perfect color temp together, which is handy because trying to dial them independently is a little tricky sometimes. Let's turn that brightness down a little bit, and I can adjust my brightnesses as a group. That is really handy. Now, another cool feature, and we're going to get into some flashing lights again. I come under special effects, and look at this little pattern thing going on. You can create all different types of setups and scenarios by using the special functions with your lights. And you can create some really cool little effects. So for now, I'm going to come back into the CCT to stop the flashing. Now, since we're in the group, I just close that down. The top right hand corner, that little plus mark, click it. Now I can create my custom group. Group name. I can simply type and add whatever name I want for the group. I can then select whatever lights I want in that group. So if I have multiple lights, I can create multiple groups, which makes it really handy and fast when you're trying to set up your studio or you're playing with the lights. So having the ability to create groups is awesome. So I'm just going to come back under lights. Well, that's it for this one. I told you, there was not much to the app, but it has a lot of control for your lights, which is really good. And being able to group is a huge bonus in my opinion. So that's it for this video. Short, sweet, to the point. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I'm posting videos like this. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. So until the next time.